Welcome everyone. Hello, thank you.
Hey guys.
Well, we'd like to know, Sarah, what do you do? And tell us a little bit about your company and how you started to become a passioneer.
Absolutely. I am the co-founder and director of P.O.S.E Dance Company. And P.O.S.E is a Latin-based dance company, meaning we do a lot of salsa, bachata, cha-cha-cha. And it's what I love. I love the music, I love the dance, and I got into it because it was a hobby and I want to take it to the next level. We do a lot of fusion with our style and our performances and things like that. So we like to pull from hip-hop and reggaeton, jazz, samba, and put it all into some unique performances that we think are a lot different than what else is out there versus your typical salsa routine with just partners and whatnot. P.O.S.E stands for Passion, Obsession, Salsa Expression, and all of those factors, for better or worse, are incorporated in our dance company. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We teach, we do performances, and we have events. To be honest, we just need to come up with a name really fast, and we were throwing out a bunch of ideas, and this was with our dance team at the time. We just started off as an all-girl team, and so we had to come up with a name. We had a show coming up, and so we threw out some other days, and we were like, pose, like strike a pose, which I was not a huge fan of, to be honest. But obviously, well, I didn't really have a choice. But then we're like, well, what is pose? Like, what is our niche? How is that going to represent us? And I was like, wait. This can stand for something, it's only 4 letters. So passion, obsession, salsa, expression, and we feel that it lets us stick to our Latin-based feeling, but it also lets us fuse with other styles. If we want to include reggaeton or hip-hop or jazz, samba, we're not stuck with the name P.O.S.E pigeonholed into a salsa class.
Did you just came like that? No,
it was like...
It sounded like
no, it did come just like that.
It just came to you.
Once we decided, wait, it could be an acronym, it was like, done.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what was the motivation behind starting the whole dance company?
A few things. I had, well, one thing is I wanted to continue to learn and continue to develop, and I had done extensive training within a short amount of time, and I was ready to put that forth and give back, and start doing my own thing. I wanted creative freedom as well. We had, my business partner, when I say we, had done a few things with some other companies, and we've done a couple things on our own. And to be honest, I'm tall. I don't really get, if there's a guy shorter than me, I don't really get a lot of partner time, which means I don't get a lot of show time, basically. And how can I eliminate that? Like, I'm never going to be able to shrink myself, so do my own thing. And it just worked out. And then Melissa, my business partner, we hit it off great, and we both had the same idea. And I know she wanted to be an entrepreneur, and she actually stopped school for a year to pursue dance. So it was just all the timing, everything seemed to fit. There was an audition that we wanted to do, and that was it. We were like, let's do it.
So what were some of the challenges that you faced when you started, and then now that you're running the company? How long has it been, by the way? 4 years, 5 years?
Yeah, it's been about 4 years. Really, we've only been going full time for about a year and a half, and it's good. Like, we've got some good momentum going. What was the first part of your question?
What are the challenges you faced when starting?
When starting? Well, I remember our very first workshop. I think we made like $45. Like, it was so tiny.
That's pretty cool.
And so just from that experience, our first profit, yeah. No, actually, I think we ended up having to pay that to someone else. So we didn't make anything, if I remember it correctly. Or if we did, we divided by 2, so maybe we earned like $22 each. Not a lot. So one thing we learned very fast is that we don't treat it like a business, other people aren't going to treat it like a business. And what we ended up doing the first time around is like, we're going to invite our warm contacts, our friends, other people that we don't have seen who are still interested in learning, things like that. You know, there was no pressure to pay up front. There was no pressure basically to commit to what you said you were going to commit to. And we realized very quickly that if we don't put that expectation out there, then of course no one's going to respond in that kind of professional setting.
Yeah.
And that was our very first lesson that we learned, which was good because, ever since then, we pivoted quite quickly and realized, no, we gotta change this. So we started, prepayments were required and things like that, and you're allowed to refund up to a certain amount of time and whatnot.
Do you still feel like, sorry to interrupt, do you still feel that it's a challenge sometimes asking people to pay for a dance club?
I really hate asking people for money, and I wish that I never had to do it. I wish that it would just show up in the bank account. But at the end of the day, if it's a lesson to be learned, and I think it's something that comes with experience and maturity as well. That at the end of the day, I have to live it.
Right.
And this is a form of entertainment, a form of socialization, and you have to, that is a fee that goes into that, to create that experience, to create the atmosphere that people can come and enjoy themselves, meet new friends, learn a skill. I've put 10 years and a lot of money into training, and I'm ongoing training. It doesn't stop. Once, I don't graduate and that's it. It's continuously, and it's always evolving, and you kind of have to stay one step ahead of the game. Now, to go back though, because I feel like there's a little bit of our bad experiences, I have to say one good thing about that very first workshop is the actual workshop ended up being so well organized. So we definitely, that was a huge boost. So on one side, even though we had sort of bad experience financially speaking, on the service side, we realized no, we're good at this. We know what we're doing. We
even
laid out. Exactly. So
that's fantastic. Because every company has their ups and downs, but it's sort of like the wins are the things that you need to focus on. So speaking of wins, what's your vision for P.O.S.E for the next 5 years?
It's an interesting question because, to be honest, we're at a bit of a time where everything is changing. The school is going okay. It's going well. We'd like it to go a little bit better, so we've got to tweak what our, pattern is. We need to start changing some stuff around and figure out exactly where we want to go with it. And are we going to go into just a performance school? Do we want to be just a social school? These are some of the questions that we're starting to ask ourselves. Because honestly, the biggest thing that is the most challenging for myself and for Melissa is we want to do everything.
Right.
We want to be
the entrepreneurs.
Yeah, we don't want to pigeonhole ourselves. We don't want to, I like to perform, I like to teach, I like to choreograph, I like to do events. I can't do everything. That is the biggest challenge. So that's what we're thinking now, and we're also thinking about switching up some programs and having a year-long program, bringing in some talent perhaps from other, from the United States, from Europe. Also, the thing with the salsa and the Latin dance scene is it's a huge scene, but at the same time it's a small community. You know what I mean? So everyone knows everyone, and there's room for everyone in this industry, I feel. And everyone, any art form industry has a spot for someone to participate. So we need to carve out exactly what our path is going to be. I know for myself, on the business side of things, I love the marketing and branding and integrated marketing communications and things like that. So perhaps I'm going to shift in that direction. I don't know, but you're literally catching me at a time. I just had 2 meetings before this, meetings all week, and I've got to make a decision in the next couple of weeks what we're going to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so, and that's the other thing that's, I'm uncomfortable, but I know something is going to come out of it. So it's exciting.
Excellent. Do you have any tips for our budding passioneers out there?
Yes. My number one tip is to get a book or to get a mentor and follow it to the T. Follow the plan. Tweak it how it needs to be tweaked for your own business. I know that, my personal development and my business growth in the last year, after biting the bullet and finding different activities to participate in, finding other people to talk to in a similar situation as me has been tenfold more than what I've done in the last 4 years of having this business. And you know, I graduated from business school. I didn't go to school for dance at all, and I thought I knew everything. And it's not that I thought I knew everything in a bad way per se, but I'm inexperienced and I just didn't know. The amount of mistakes we made when I look back is crazy, and I wouldn't trade it for anything because I've learned it, but and I've learned lessons. But if I could go back and tweak things, I would have absolutely like stuck it to the books, created a business plan, followed it, and had other people review it and give me feedback on it.
Do you have any books to suggest to our viewers, specifically for dance or?
I'm for dance or
yeah, or because you're saying there's a dance or you know sort of that or yeah.
Oh no, okay. I'm really bad at book titles, to be honest. But well, one book that I really liked is called Ingenious. I can't remember the author. It was great. It's about how to explore different business ideas and incorporate your team with it and whatnot, and just factually, like the information about like your brain and how creativity works was fantastic. And to be honest, any entrepreneur needs to consider those things and how to channel it and have it develop into something versus these random thoughts and then not doing anything with it.
Right.
Or starting to set up things and not setting up ways to follow through. The follow through is the hardest part. I don't know. Right now I'm reading like Facebook marketing and social media marketing and stuff like that because that's where I want, at this point in time, that's where I want to improve the most. There's another book, I forget the name as well, John, his first name is John, and he's all about leadership and stuff like that.
Oh, John Maxwell.
Yes, John Maxwell, thank you. He's very good as well.
Yeah, well, that's great. So I think we're going to end our, you know, our big questions here. We just wanted to transition into our fun part, which is the rapid fire round.
Not to say that it wasn't fun.
Yeah, I know. And that was the heavy reality of, you know, having a business.
Yeah.
So now we want to get to know you more. So you have, you know, about 2-3 seconds to answer those questions. Okay, so what's your favorite dance form?
Dance form, meaning style?
Yeah.
Salsa, bachata, and cha-cha. How can I choose? One of those three.
Okay, dancer or teacher?
Again, how do I choose?
Well,
I'm going to say right now, dancer. Right now. But it always flips. It always flips.
Dance or business?
These are the hardest questions ever.
What do you prefer?
I'm going to go for business right now.
Okay.
That's what my mind is. Yeah.
Okay, dancing for others or yourself?
Myself. Always.
Partner or no partner when managing a business?
Partner.
Yeah, that's a great one. Partner or no partner when dancing?
Partner if they're good, no partner if they're not.
It's a good one. It's a good one. You want to retire at?
I would retire at? Oh God, I'd like to retire tomorrow and then just dance for the rest of my life.
What would you do if you fell on stage?
Strike a pose.
Oh. Good one. I think one thing you're most grateful for.
One thing I'm most grateful for, I guess living in a city that embraces this kind of culture and letting me do exactly what it is that I want to do and being able to survive on it.
That's great. That's great. If you woke up as a Bollywood star, what would you do?
If I woke up as a Bollywood star, I would call my assistant and have him clear the day and go to a spa.
Oh.
Nice.
Yes.
If you were given 100K, would you travel the world to learn all styles of dance,
Yes.
or would you invest your money into your business?
No, I was right.
Right. One song you like to dance on the most?
My favorite song is Che Che Kule by Mark Anthony.
Okay. In one word, dance to you is?
2 words, my life.
Okay. If you were to sell me your company or your services in 3 words, what would them be?
The most fun ever.
Great.
3 words.
Great, great. So I know Melissa could not join us. She's your business partner. Do you have any message to give to her? You know, anything you haven't been able to tell her?
Putting me on the spot. Oh my gosh. Melissa, missing out by not being here, but the team spirit, and we do this together. So I know you're proud of me for being here, and I'm proud of you for being where you're at.
That's awesome. Okay guys, so Sarah has agreed to teach us the side lean dip. So ready? Shivani?
Ready.
So let's do it.
Alright, so Premal, you're going to take a step, this is your tension, right? You're going to step out. You're going to do a little J hook, and Shivani's going to come in. She's going to line up with your side. From here, you have this arm wrapped around, and this arm you're going to just hold hands. You want to each hold your own body weight, right? And then from here, when she's nice and tucked in here, you're just going to lean, and you come back, right? Note that I'm not falling, I'm not going this way, just a simple lunge. Right, so Shivani, hold on, so Shivani, you're going to step out, you're going to roll in, right? So this arm comes tucked right here, hand is here, and you're just going to do a nice little knee to ankle, ankle to knee. Lean when he leans, and then you come up. And you unwind and pose. Alright, let's touch down. One. Woo! Very nice!
Awesome. That's called the side lean dip. Check it out. So I think we're gonna end here. So thank you very, very much again, Sarah, for joining us today. We're going to bring you more passion years as we go on. Thank you very much for watching this episode. You can find us